Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is gonna be like, I guess you could say like part 2 of the original like strange experience. um okay, so I think we'll do some background. Okay, so this was like back in 23, I want to say, and so it's been a minute. Like I said, I'm trying to like remember as much as I can. Oh yeah, and welcome back like to my channel, of course. I'm gonna do another video, so I hope you look forward to, because it's gonna be another anime vlog, and hopefully I'll give y'all like more content than the last one if y'all are interested in that. But okay, so like there was this guy that I had a crush on at work, of course, you know. And at the time, like, I didn't really know much. Like, I knew like as soon as like he came, a lot of girls had like crushes on him. And you know, of course, like I wasn't the only one, because I asked his friend about it, and he's like, yeah, like he's single or whatever, like I think you have a chance, right? I'm like, okay, cool. And like, you know, I was like I said, I was really nervous most of the time. And as this was going on, I finally had the courage to like say hi or wave at him, and then it was like, and then he like reciprocated the energy, right? Like I said, so he'll be like, I'll be like hi or bye, and then he did the same, because like I remember I would just like completely ignore him, and I remember like I would just like brush him off. Like at first I think he wanted to be friendly towards me, but like I was just like so nervous, like when he first came to work. And like I said, this was like a work crush, and then like I said, I was very nervous, so like I just like blew him off. And then fast forward, like then I finally like, okay, maybe I just need to like be nice, you know, like I need to like actually have some human communication go on. And so like that happens, right? And so like that is going on, and then eventually like it goes from high or like small talk, and I'm like, okay, cool. But then I realized fudge, I'm so sorry guys, like it goes on like that. And then finally I worked up the courage to like actually ask to hang out on break or whatever, and he's like, yeah, like that's fine. So we go to the break room, and then we're chatting and whatever, and then eventually I bring up about a movie that I haven't seen, and he's like, oh, me either, like that would be a cool movie like to see. And I think he was trying to imply that we should watch it together, but I'm like, shouldn't you be the one asking me this, not me telling you, you know, like and so like it just kind of goes from like okay, like that was it, it was just small talk at the end. But I did end up getting his number this time, and then I'm like, okay, cool, like you know, I could like chat with him and stuff, and I sent him like messages, but then I get left on like delivered for like a whole day, and I'm like, and then my delusional self was like, oh my god, like bro, like I'm not getting no messages or anything like back from him, like I hope I didn't do nothing wrong. Because it was like going fine, like back and forth, and then finally like nothing, and I was like, bro, like. And then when I go to like work like the days after, like he's like, oh, like he completely like ignores me. I'm like, bro, like come on, be so for real. Like I don't know, I don't know, like I just think at the time I was like living in La La Land, because like I said, I had a huge crush on him. But like, I mean, obviously the signs were there, like he didn't respond back, he was being very distant. What else was there? You know, he was just being very shady with his intentions. But like I said, I was living in La La Land. And then finally, like after a while, like I kind of just like was like, damn, like there's nothing, like obviously he doesn't. And so I told my coworker that he found out that I like him, and then my coworker lies to my face and say like, oh, he does feel some type of way about you. And I'm like, really? Like stop lying. He's like, I'm not lying, like he likes you or whatever, or he says it's complicated. I'm like, bro. So I tell my friend at the time, because we had our own group chat, and she's like, nah, he's lying, like don't believe that coworker because he's always lying, like he's too chicken, you know, he's not gonna go up and talk to this guy and or anything, yada yada. I'm like, okay, I guess. And so that goes on, and then finally, like eventually my friend, she texts me and she's like, hey, like I think he's got a girlfriend because, you know, she sees them like at a Ross or Marshalls, I believe, and like he goes and opens the door for her and he's being very touchy-feely, and my friend starts making jokes in the group chat. She's like, maybe it's his cousin. And she's like, sweet home Alabama. And I'm like, bro. And so like I'm over here like, damn, this is a sign like to finally let this guy go, because, you know, like I was over here like in my head like being so delusional, like no, like there's some like, you know, like I don't know what it was, but like I think I was just so hung up and so desperate, and then of course it just backfired in my face because, you know, obviously that happened. So I was just so like heartbroken. And so after that I just went silent. I didn't even like no hello, no anything, like bro, I just ignored this dude for the life of me. But after I did that, like he just kept looking at me every time like I will go grab stuff. Like I always felt his stare, and I'm like, bro, like stop looking at me, like you did what you did, I don't know what to tell you, like there's no point of you to be looking at me like this, like it's annoying. Like please stop, like I don't know, like it was just like I said, this was going on for the longest, like a few months, because I remember like telling my parents about him, like how I had this crush, and then, you know, my friends of course knew because, you know, I was telling them in the group chat, but like you know, like I said, it didn't work out. And like I said, I feel like that's another point where like if you feel like someone's not giving you the same energy, I feel like that's already a big enough answer for you, because like he completely like, you know, ghosted me in a sense, but like it didn't go anywhere, if you know what I mean. Like it was just like breadcrumbs again, like I was just getting breadcrumbs living off these breadcrumbs. But yeah, that's pretty much like, I don't think this story was this long. Like I said, I just had to do like a part 2, because like I said, it was just weird energy again, because like I said, like after that happened, like after I just like stopped talking or whatever, like he just kept looking at me from the distance, and I'm like, bro, like I don't know, like I don't read minds, like you did this, like I don't know what to tell you, like you had someone, or I don't know if he did or not, but like it is what it is. Like I'm not like it's done and over with. Yeah, like I was really sad about it. Like I remember being so like heartbroken, because like I said, I had a huge crush, and I was like, damn, like and I remember being so angry too, like from F-Love. I remember being so mad, like damn, I feel like I got played so hard, or like I feel like I just felt very like vulnerable, and it just like flew back in my face. But I feel like in a sense, I don't like to see it like that. I think you know, at least I tried, but I feel like the better thing to do is like just take the rejection and just move on, in a sense. Like yeah, it's okay to be sad about it. Like I said, like I was crying, you know, I was really sad about like what happened, but I feel like in a sense, like after, like, you know, it's not gonna go anywhere, I think the best thing is just to move on, which, you know, obviously I did. I moved on, and then later on I ended up dating my ex, but you know, like obviously I got over this, you know, this dude a long time ago, but like I started hearing weird stuff about him, and so I was like, damn, I think I really dodged a bullet, because like I was hearing like weird stuff about him, and I'm like, I don't think this person's a good person in a sense, you know. So maybe it was good that like I said, maybe this was a good chance, like, you know, of a sense of being like protected against, because like now I'm like, nah bro, like I'm glad I didn't get any further involved with this person. I guess it's just like, you never know, sometimes rejection just takes you a whole different route, but like I feel like You know, in a sense, I think that's it's good. Like obviously, like yeah, it sucks, you know, being rejected and whatnot. Like damn, like nobody want me. But like it's fine. Like I said, I don't think like I was telling my friend this like about all this, and she's like, yeah, you came a long way, because back then like I would have so many like crushes, and like I was loving the bare minimum crumbs, right? And like now, like nah, like I don't see it like that anymore. Like now I don't see that in my life. Like I don't see breadcrumbs. Like I don't see none of that. Like I don't want none of that, you know. Like I actually want an understanding, like, you know, type of I guess you could say relationship in a sense, but you know, like I don't want none of that. Like it just kind of like, and now it just like throws my whole mood off. Like now, like it's like anything irritates me. Like it just, I guess it happens once you start like building your standards up, because you know I've been working on like building my standards, and you know what I want in my life. Like there's stuff I don't want, and there's stuff I do want, and you know I think that's now like, you know, it's happening in a sense. And now like I'm like, thank God, you know. Thank God. Yeah, I did come from a long way, but that was pretty much the gist of that. You know, like I said, it was going on for a few months, but like obviously it ended. Like I cried, and then of course, you know, I moved on. So, and then obviously I heard weird stuff about him, so I was like, okay, yeah, maybe this was for the best. Clearly, like you know, this was not for me. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But I was like thinking about that one Kingdom Hearts song, and like obviously like it goes hard, and like I think it's called Simple and Clean. And like I think there's this one part where she's like, when you walk away. Well, that's how it originally, like, you know, the main chorus is. But like I think a lot of people overlook at the end part where she's like shoot, hold on, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna read it, and then I'll come back and show y'all, and then I'll post, you know, the picture right here. Okay, I'm back. So it's pretty much, the lyric says, hold me, whatever is beyond this morning is a ladder on. Regardless of warning, the future doesn't scare me at all. Nothing is like before. It's like, hold me, whatever lies beyond is for. Yeah, actually, like, those lyrics kind of really resonated with me in a sense, because I think after like so much like emotional like heartbreak, I think after a while, like you know, regardless, you know, when she says regardless of what's coming, you still like move on towards the future regardless of not knowing what's in store for you. And I feel like that those lyrics, like in that main part of the song, really like resonated. And like I said, I got this from the Kingdom Hearts, like a Simple and Clean. Like everybody knows the chorus, but like I think when you listen to the full song, it has a really like nice undertones to it. And of course, you know, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts. I mean, maybe later, but like I said, I think it's still like a good song regardless of like however you're feeling in the moment. And I think it like shines a light of like the future can be scary regardless of being like in like a relationship or not knowing what's coming towards you in the sense of life. But I feel like the best is just keep moving on, and you know, staying in the present. And I think that's like really like like I said, it really resonates with me. And like I said, like I don't mean to get all emotional right now, but like it just, like I said, like it really like makes me very in a sense not motivated, but like it gives me a bit courage to like really move on and like really start walking towards something, you know, that could come for me in a sense. But like I said, like like I said, I don't mean to come off so emotional like on here, but like it happens. Like it's something that like I don't know. Sorry, I had to write, like I had to put it down. But in a sense, I do hope, like I said, for people that do um watch my channel, that like things aren't always gonna stay around forever in a sense. And I think the best is just to stay in the present moment, no matter like how much like heartbreak or like emotional turmoils you have been through. And like I said, um like I said, I think I'm just slowly healing from like, obviously not from like from a lot of like heartbreaks, in a sense of like a lot of things that has happened to me in life. And I feel like that is the best thing I could do, is just like learn to heal and just move on. And like I think I want that for everybody that's watching my channel. And like I said, like I don't know anything in life. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I do know like this is something like I really wanna continue. Yeah, and I do hope like for the best for everybody. Um and like I said, like I do hope like whatever goes on in your lives, I hope it's not like forever thing, you know. Like I said, like I don't know what's going on in everybody's lives. Like I just hope for the best for everyone in a sense. Yeah, but I think that that's pretty much what I have to say on this note. Like I said, like I don't know everything. And like I'm still learning. I think there's always room to grow, and I feel like that's nice. And I feel like everybody should like really keep that in mind. Like we always have room to grow, and like think past experiences doesn't define us in a sense, especially if you feel like it's your fault. Like regardless, I do think like learning to grow and heal, I feel like that is the best like thing you could do for yourself, especially if you feel like you've been in a dark space for so long. Like I said, I think give yourself more credit, you know, than you feel like, you know. But in a sense, I think I will end this video here. Like I said, like this was like part 2 to Strange Crush thing, but like I also wanted to like leave on a note where like I feel like we are all like going through stuff, and I feel like we should not feel like we are alone, especially when we feel like we are, you know. But this is where I will say goodbye, and I will see y'all in the next video. So I hope you'll have a wonderful day, night, or evening, afternoon, you know. Take time to like really go outside and just take in the view of wherever you're in, or at least try to appreciate the small little things. I feel like that goes a long way. But this is where I will say goodbye. So I hope y'all have a nice day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever you're on. But okay, I'll see y'all. Bye guys.